We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Warning: the following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Back at it, the Words on Fire podcast. Your boy Cujo going solo. Have a special guest today, filling in for Jules. Has some big shoes to fill for Jules. It's our favorite bartender. She goes by the name of Christine. Bartender, where are you bartending at now?
I am still bartending at Suck It Daiquiris,
Okay.
but we changed our name, so now it's Rax.
Racks. Okay, so it's Racks and was it Racks and Dax or is it just Racks or?
It's Rax, but I like the Rax and Dax.
I think that sounds a little bit better.
Rax and Dax.
So is it official name change yet or no? Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Outside, we do have Rax.
Mm-hmm.
We're just slowly working our way inside. So
Okay.
changing stickers, changing the Instagram name, all that stuff.
So as of right now, still it's going to be Suck It Daiquiris. Follow them on the Instagram. I think that you guys have a webpage, right, where it shows all your drinks, your drinks and food menu and all that shit.
Yes, we do.
It's linked off of the Instagram at Suck It Daiquiris. Follow us on the Words on Fire podcast Instagram. I think I'm on Facebook, but I think I just got banned from Facebook. I got banned from Facebook.
How?
So evidently, I barely found out I had a Facebook, and so it just goes to show how much I use it, right? So every time I post something on Instagram, it's automatically linked to go to Facebook to post also.
Oh, okay.
So evidently, Facebook doesn't, or Instagram and Facebook don't have the same guidelines, and I guess I posted something inappropriate that Instagram was fine with, but Facebook said no, you're in Facebook jail for a month. And I was like, oh shit.
How many days has it been?
Probably a week or two.
Okay.
And I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even know about it. And I was like, oh, all right, I fucking guess. I don't know what the fuck happened. Shit. But yeah, so follow us on there. Also on YouTube. If you're on here on YouTube with our nice little fires and flames and shit, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way we could come back on. You get a link whenever, or you get the hit whenever we come on something new. Tell all your friends about it. Help spread the word of the Words on Fire. Not only is Christine a bartender extraordinaire, but she's going to be officially signed on as one of our fighters at the Pillow Fight July. What day did I move it to? I moved it for. Maybe I should get my shit straight before I start talking, huh?
Maybe.
Well, to be fair, since it is Cinco de Mayo, Christine brought some Canteritos by Jarritos. They're the hard sodas. So I don't know if it's already kicking in because I haven't ate shit, or maybe I'm just a lightweight now.
No, I didn't eat either.
Okay, so it's okay. All right, so it's not just me. So the Brew Battle Pillow Fight, July 15th, going down. All proceeds going over to our girl Kayla Gomez, who's a local boxer here in the U.S., or actually from El Paso, and she's using that money to get to the Olympics in France in 24. So we're trying to help her get there, sponsor her to get there, living out her dream, representing El Paso, representing the U.S. for the Olympics. So if you guys can make it out there, Christine's going to be one of our fighters. Let me ask you, so the fight coming up, are you trying to do like anything to get ready for the fight?
No,
Nope.
not at all. Not at all. But
Yes.
now I feel like I do have to prep.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do. Like, am I still just supposed to be in my room just
swinging away, take some
swinging a pillow
hacks,
away?
Cardio's good because have you ever? I think you've never been in a ring.
No,
Okay,
never.
So, we here at the Words on Fire. Sometimes when we get bored, we'll have kind of like a fight club, and then we'll go spar. And let me tell you, when it's sparring and this is where we're actually throwing. It's actually boxing. When it's just 10 people there, just the adrenaline of being in there, you're gonna get tired quick.
Okay.
So now imagine a few hundred people looking at you, and either cheering you on or not cheering for you, whatever it is, whatever the case is. just the fact that you're there, your adrenaline is going to kick in, and you're going to get tired quick, and your feet are going to feel like it's a tree. They're just going to get stuck. It's going to be hard to move. So just get, I'm not saying, go
Is it
all.
like stage fright?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a whole adrenaline thing is what it is. Then after you get hit the first one or two times, it's just like, all right, balls to the wall. It is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But just a word of advice. Just a word of advice.
So like recommendations, what do you?
Cardio, a lot of cardio. Probably some running, some calisthenics. I mean, just I'm not saying you got to run like 10 miles and shit, but half a mile to start with, maybe a mile, just to get used to that. After that, I mean, you're so young, so that you got to go through a pint of Jaeger. I think you're gonna need some
Yeah,
Jaeger.
definitely.
That's your go-to. So just get something to get you going. Then after that, I mean, fuck, dude, it is what it is. I think like I said, once you get hit, it is what it is. Like, there's no fucking rules. It's balls to the wall.
Is that the same as like Fight Club? Like I know the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight
Exactly.
Club. But is there a rule that's like, no rules?
No, the only thing is no, there's no rules. Oh shit! I just spilled some of my drink. No,
there is no
No,
rules.
there's no rules. It goes. You play by gentleman rules. By gentleman rules being you try to avoid, punching somebody in the balls, hitting them in the balls specifically, biting in the balls, but just biting in general. Just try
Be
to
classy a little bit.
Yeah. You don't want to be too hood, but I mean, when it gets bad and it's fight or flight, and whatever fucking happens.
Anything goes at that point.
Pretty much, yeah. You're just trying to stay alive. Basically, you're just trying to stay alive. But since we're drinking this Canteritos, let me ask you: today is our Cinco de Mayo. Another special excuse for beaners like us to fucking drink. Basically, do you know what we're celebrating for Cinco de Mayo? Do you know what the whole Cinco de Mayo hoopla is about?
I'm being put on the spot and I'm going to say no. But once you start talking about it, I'm going to be like,
Why?
That's right. I feel like, okay.
What would you think it would be about? Not just because it's May the 5th, but there's actually some meaning that's being celebrated for.
I know it's not Mexico independence because that's later on. That's
Yeah,
in
September 16th, yes.
See, I know that one.
Okay. No, that's good. So what do you think Cinco de Mayo would be?
I have no clue.
No
Just
clue?
another excuse to drink.
No, so it's the anniversary in 1862. There was a victory by the Mexican troops over invading French forces, and it was a battle of Puebla. And the Beaners won. They when they triumphed and they took over, they kicked the French out, and they stayed within the Mexican. The Mexicans didn't get overrun, or the French didn't come into power, so they kept their power, and that's what it is. So when you're celebrating the victory of the Pueblo, of the fighting Pueblo. So now you know something. So with that being said, go to drink Cinco de Mayo as a bartender. What is it?
Tequila. Any tequila.
Any tequila?
Any tequila.
Do you have a specific tequila that you prefer over any other one?
Recently, I've been getting into 70.
Okay. Have you tried the tequila that The Rock does?
Which one is that one?
That is what is it called?
Yeah, we're both stuck. Actually, yes, that one is really good.
Really?
When it first came out, my sister and her boyfriend were really wanting to try it, so they got it. So smooth. Really like it.
I heard a lot of people say that it was garbage. A lot of people are saying that no, it's Teremana. That's what it is.
Yes, that one.
Teremana.
It's good. I like it.
I know they have one. I know Elon Musk has one. I don't know if I doubt.
No.
I've never even seen it in person because I know it's been sold out. The bottle looks like a lightning bolt.
Oh.
And it runs. I think it starts at $200 a bottle. So yeah, but I can't do tequila either. I'm little by little. The older I get, the less things I can actually drink. As I was telling you earlier, I can't drink Goldschlager. Tequila too. I've had bad instances. 1800 specifically, because you know how you can, if you flip the bottle over the 1800, the top is actually you could use as a shot glass.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when you use it, then you flip it back over, you take it out. All the liquid will drip into the top of of the bottle, or the bottle cap. So you could use that to take as a shot. So 2 bottles into it, no more.
Regular 1800 or
Both,
'cause I know they have
either
like
one.
coconut.
And any 1800, because so watch. Let me bring up a bottle of 1800. Because
Are
you're
you
not
talking
a
about the margarita mixes?
no. That's the actual bottle of any 1800. So say like this. Let me bring this up. Damn, my internet is so slow. What the fuck? So the bottle cap that goes up there.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as you flip it over, it all drains down into that bottle cap. So when you flip it back, you just pop out the bottle cap, take it to the head. Now, the only thing that sucks with that is that it takes fucking forever to come out. So it's just going slowly down your throat. You're like, oh, fuck
Which
me.
makes it even harder to taste.
Yes. Unless you're a big tequila person. I'm not. But when you're young, it is what it is. You know, beggars can't be choosers.
You can't. Yeah, you're not going to complain on what you're going to get. Ooh. Do you like Budweiser?
No.
Like, okay, neither do I.
I don't drink
but
beer.
When I was 17 and we would go do beer runs, that's the first thing that we would get.
Okay.
I don't ever ask me to drink a Budweiser right now. I can't do it.
Really?
Back then, I couldn't be like, oh, I don't want to drink this.
Yeah, because you want to be looking cool.
Yeah, of course.
See, back in the day, we dealt with my older crowd. We drank with fuck around with Bush.
I've never had it.
Is ghetto as fuck. Let me tell you, you could buy back in the day. You're able to buy a 40 for $1.07.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's why it was so fucking. That's why we fucking got down with it. You buy $25 worth, you got $20 at least 20 with $25. You had at least 20 40s, and you're good. The party was set. So everybody's rocking their 40s, just ghetto as shit. Because I remember we used to fill the tub, the bathroom tub, with ice, water, and the 40s. That's how ghetto we were.
So you guys would have to like walk to the restroom,
Yeah.
get one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that way, then that's when you go through, say you go with a date and you're trying to be all cool. On your way over there, you're like, hey, there's some of these rooms around here. You want to get, a little bit of private time, everything. It was a whole thing. It was a whole setup. It was a whole reason for everything comes for a reason when you do certain shit when you're at
No,
a certain
definitely.
age. Yeah. So you got to take advantage of no parental guidance anywhere, and then just acted the fucking fool. And then that's why a lot of everybody came out pregnant. But
Ooh, I felt that one.
yeah, but it happens. It happens. We don't know any better. We think we're invincible when we're young. We're stupid. We used to play drinking games galore. Like
Yeah.
just the other day, I was thinking, I was like, dude, I haven't played a drinking game in forever, and I want to play one. What was your go-to drinking game when you were younger? Everybody has one.
King's Cup.
King's Cup. What is that?
It's when you get, and it's specific. I mean, it just has to be like any can, and you kind of just put cards around it, and each card symbolizes like what you have to do. Like 2 is you, so you drink.
Okay.
3 is me, I would drink. Like little stuff like that.
Okay.
So you keep sticking in the cards into the can, and then whoever it pops on has to chug the beer. That, like, to this day, that is my favorite one. But
Really?
now as an adult, I can't do it. Not because I can't hang, but you're deep in conversation, and
Yeah.
by the like everyone stops and you're like, okay, there 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, just talking. You're like, oh shit, we have a game to play.
Right. Now, see, the one I used to, did you ever hear of Bus Driver?
No.
Oh, dude, Bus Driver was, woo. Guys, if you guys ever heard of Bus Driver, definitely got to do this one. I did this one with, last time I did it, I went camping with my parents, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get these guys fucked up. So, we played Bus Driver. And so, Bus Driver, you set up, so it's 4 rows. So, you put a first row, 4 cards. Then you go 3 cards. Then you go 2 cards. Then you go 1 card. Then everybody who's playing, say it's like 4 of us, right? Everybody gets 7 cards. So, you flip over the first card. So the first row, you get 1 drink per card. Second row, it's 2 drinks per card. Third row, 3 drinks, and the last one you get 4 drinks. Right?
4,
so,
like,
yeah. So you
separate drinks or like 4
4
chugs?
chugs.
Okay.
4 chugs. But a lot of the times, once we start getting confident, people are like, "Oh, we'll just do it with shots." I was like, "All right."
Oh.
Then that's when everything goes to shit. So The whole point of the thing is to see. So say I flip over a 4, right? And I have a 4. I have 3 4s, right? So then I got to call out. I'll go Christine, Albert, or Juan. So the people I call out all have to take a chug, and so forth and so on. So the whole point is to get rid of all the cards in your hand. When you get to the very end, whoever has the most cards is the bus driver. So now what happens is I give you 7 cards. I bring up all the cards. You got to go through all the cards. Throw your cards down without taking a drink. The way you take a drink is if you get a Jack, Queen, King, or any face card, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. You got to take 2 drinks, and then you get 2 cards. So you got to go through all your cards until you're completely out. So that's the name of the game. You could probably play if you're going with, say, that's when I drink my Crown and Coke. If you're going with that, you're probably good for about 3 games. When you start bringing in shots, no, because I had a homeboy who again thought he was cool,
confident.
and he would call his own name on his own cards. Halfway through, he's ready to fucking throw up because he's fucking done. But that's the whole point, is to just get everybody fucked up. And I've been wanting to do this. And actually, I was thinking about probably recording it and putting it on YouTube, but I don't know if anybody would give a shit. You know what I mean? Because who wants to see anybody just play a drinking game?
Me. And I will volunteer, because you explaining it sounded a little bit difficult. It didn't process in my head, but I'm more of a have to do.
You're a visual person,
yes.
or on hand.
On hand.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready to record,
Yeah,
I volunteer.
you're
Yes.
down to play.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm not gonna get too confident where I'm saying let's do shots, but
but it's alcohol has a weird way of playing with our psyche, though. Because you start drinking and everything gets cool, and, everybody's like, "Oh shit," love is love, everything is fun, and then boom, next thing you know, it's like fucking, let's do body shots. I was like, "What the fuck?
how did we get here?"
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on? So that's the thing to do. Cinco de Mayo, celebrate the Battle of Puebla, play some bus driver, or play King's
Cup.
King's Cup. See, I always heard of what was it called? It is always with cards, right? The drinking games are always with cards. Like, did you do beer pong?
Yes.
Really? I've never seen it played. I've never played it. I don't even know. Never. Like I said, I don't do beer, so I'm just like, eh. But I'm sure you could do alternatives. But
You can.
Is it still as big as it used to be? Because I remember when at first it was like huge. Like they'd have tournaments and shit.
Okay, so back in high school, that was the game to play. Every party you would go to, you would walk in, you'd see people playing, and you're like, hey, I got next game, or like I got winner.
Reta.
And it was I don't know. I went to El Dorado.
Okay.
And back then when we would play Pong, it was always like the same people going to parties. So they even created like a group. So there was guys and it was girls, and it was like Pong boys and Pong girls.
Wow.
Yes. It was that serious.
So you'd have 2 separate matches, like guys, girls, or would it
No,
be guys,
like,
girls, or is it a mixture? Is it a
whoever
co-ed?
wanted
Is
to
it
play, but it was whoever was part of this like Pong boys was like the best of the best.
the
Pong
best
players.
of the best?
Yes, that's the best way I can say it. Like top players like would always win. And see, back then, yeah, I cared, and I was like, hey, like, because your elbow can't go past the table. What? So, there's so many rules to it. If I were to play now, I'm pretty sure there's 3,000 more that got added. What? But back then, I would be like, oh, no, like, your elbow, like, went past the table, or like, nah, like, fire, like, I'm firing up.
Firing
No,
up?
heating up.
Heating
and then
up.
I'm on fire.
And then you're on fire. What is that? Like, is that, like, what does that mean? Like, what is, like, you're hot? Like, you're like,
Yeah.
it's like basketball when you're on fire? It's the same thing?
A little bit.
Yeah?
So, each, like if we're on a team and we have the other team on the other side, we both shoot, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you made it in a cup, right?
Okay.
Then on our next turn, you make it in another cup. So that at that point, you're heating up.
Wow.
So you made 2 consecutive cups.
Okay.
And then once you make that third one, you're on fire.
Ah.
So you make that third one and the ball comes back to you, and you keep getting the ball back until you don't make a cup.
Okay, so then that's the whole point, is that you keep going until you miss.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No wonder I haven't played. It's I can't follow too many rules. I'm not strong enough or strong-minded enough to follow rules. I'm just like, fuck it. So whenever you make a ball in a cup, that's what you chug, right? Or no?
Honestly, I just kind of like drink as it is.
So you
So
don't
like I'm like just sipping in general. But when they make it into that cup, you
Yeah.
take that cup out. I hated putting like my actual drink in there because you would be outside and then like you would be in the dirt. The ball would get like all dirty, stuff like that. You would
all
still have
full
a
of
water
mud and
cup,
shit. Yeah.
but like clean it. No, that's gross. So I would just put water in it, and then if they made it in that cup, I would set it aside and then I would chug my drink.
You chug your drink. All right, I guess. Because I mean, 'cause I remember it used to be a big thing was beer pong. Like I said, I never got into that. I was busy doing other shit during that time. And it also just never caught my attention. But I've seen people, like I said, they go full on fucking beer pong teams, like you said, and that's fucking wild.
I mean, a lot of bars right now, they do like pong tournaments. And if I'm not mistaken, some bars, like you could win money.
Really? Well, see, that makes sense because I would assume that to enter a team, you'd have to charge, and then you could just take home half of that as a winner, which would make sense because you have people coming in.
Yeah,
Huh. I'm starting to think of ideas. I want to open a bar now.
do it.
I don't know. Oh, no, but there's too many around here, though. There's bars fucking every. You see, I would want to open like a hole in the wall bar.
I like those bars.
Those are a lot better than anything else. I prefer them because it's a little bit more casual, a little bit more intimate. Just sit down, have a drink, mind my fucking business, go home.
Yes.
Simplicities. Because nowadays, I know we were talking about it earlier. Now, like when you look at the news here in El Paso, people are just wilding the fuck out. Nobody knows how to fucking act anymore.
A little too hard. If everyone could just tone it down, please.
What do you think it is? Because I mean, you're part of that younger demographic. Like, what do you think it is with these people in general that are just acting the fucking fool?
I think it's 50-50 of two things. So
Okay.
there's this group of people that pretty much, in high school, they had kids early. So they kind of had to mature a little bit faster, like be more responsible.
Okay.
So right now that their kids are a little bit older, they're like just wilding out. What they couldn't live out in high school, they're living
doing
out
it now.
right now.
Okay.
And it's like, no, baby, like you're already a little old for that. I mean, it's nobody's fault you got pregnant, but
Right.
you should have done that in high school. Now it's just embarrassing. You're 26 and you're like falling off of tables at bars. Oh,
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't be sloppy. That's too much. And then I don't want to say specifically just men, but I do see men at the bars and they're very cocky and they're like, oh, I can drink a whole bottle by myself.
Right. Yeah, it's
And-
been there.
and
I've been there.
And it's men that are like, no, like been out with a couple of guys and they're, drinking heavy and they're like, no, I could still drive. No, I could still drive. No,
Right.
baby, you clearly can't.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get an Uber.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me drive. We're fine.
So, you think is it people just being people? Because I mean, because now I see, and I don't know. I was talking to one of the city reps the other day, or the dude who was running for city rep, and he was saying that now it looks like there's a lot more crime, a lot more issues going down with, especially with the younger people. But it's just more that it's a lot more televised now. It's a lot more open because of social media and people
Yes.
do stupid shit because they're like, oh, look, I want to look cool shooting a gun off in a fucking car going down the fucking freeway.
Yeah.
And then they fucking put their fucking hashtag and their fucking name and Instagram handle and everything. It's like, all right, dude, well, now they know who you are. So now it's easier to fucking catch you for being fucking retarded. And it's like, back in the day, we never had that. I'm sure still shit happened, but now it seems like there's a lot more violent shit going on. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot more. See, back in the days, there was always a scrap. You'd scrap. At the end of the scrap, you're drinking with a dude you scrap with because of you're fighting over a girl and the girl takes off with some other dudes and they're like, well, fuck, now we're best friends because we both got fucked over by this.
Now we both look stupid.
Yeah, now we're both fucking stupid because this chick took off with some other dude and here we are fucking all bloodied up for no fucking reason. But now people are quick to fucking pull a gun out and just do some stupid shit. And especially because like there's that one young gentleman that got popped off at a Red Sands. I don't know if he was the intentional target. They're having like a bonfire. Shots
that's
rang
right.
out, and I don't know if it was because they're going after him, or he just got caught with the stray one. But no, like I said, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Then you had those Edgars at the mall, and they shut that
Oh my
shit
God,
down.
Yes.
And then nobody knows how to take an ass whooping anymore. You know what I mean? Like nobody, I don't see that anymore. The way they used to back in the day. Even when I was DJing, you'd see people fisticuffs, not so much, take out a gun and shoot the fucking place up. You
Yeah.
know, and I don't know why it is so different now. I can't comprehend it. It's sad. It's sad because your own raza is doing it to themselves, and it's like, dude, you can't just go out and have a good time, bro. Like, fuck, man, you can't just fucking chill.
If you're gonna go out and you're already like carrying, just don't go out. Just stay at home. I feel like they already walk in with the intentions of like somebody's gonna look at me the wrong way, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
Right. Just pop
stay
off.
home, please.
Do you think guys will do that because they think they'll get attention from girls because they look hard or whatever?
As much as I want to say yes, I'm putting myself in that position. I do not find a man tough if like he goes into the bar with a gun and he's like, if somebody like looks at me or like bumps into him and he's already like going like, ew, get
Really?
the fuck over it.
Damn. Yeah, but it's good. But you're hardcore though. You got that thick skin because you're a bartender. You got to have that thick ass skin that you got to put up with shit sometimes. You know what I mean? But other people are just stupid. They got no way of, I guess not interacting with people, but just no way of how to get out of certain stupid ass situations.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing that you gain by doing some shit. You have a stupid moment for 10, 20 seconds, and now you're locked up for fucking 10, 20 years for some stupid shit you could have fucking completely avoided.
Exactly.
But I don't know. Maybe it's, and you figure with all these little Edgars, they fucking get away from that shit. They, have like a slap off or something, or some shit, or like a dance off. I don't know.
Have you ever gone to TikTok and like people like go to competitions and they like slap the fuck out of each other?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. They have some dudes here in El Paso that do it. Yeah. I was trying to get a hold of them to be part of the to be part of the pillow fight and put them as like the main event. Just slap the fuck out of each other. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But
That would have been cool.
yeah, but it's different, and it's a whole fucking league now. Like it's legit.
I don't understand it, but I'm not gonna lie. When I'm swiping and I see it, I do watch
You'll
the video.
stop.
I'm like,
You'll stop to see somebody get slapped the taste out their fucking mouth because it's fucking hilarious. It's just like
A little bit.
the same thing. There's some bars that do that with girls, but they do the slap in the ass because that used to be huge in Juarez back in the day. Huge. It was called the La Cachetada. So they'd have a girl bent over, and then whoever would take the biggest slap in the ass or who would slap the hardest would win a fucking bottle. And it was fucking dope.
like hand or like was it like a paddle kind of like?
No, it was
turn
hand.
Oh.
You had to go fucking straight hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the winner would take home a bottle. But this is also Juarez that you would have a bottle, you would have a dance at the USA Connects, for those of y'all that know, dating myself. At the USA Connect, you would go out there, dance for a bottle. I guess whoever gets the most cheers from the crowd would take the bottle home. And there are certain girls, and I know, well, there's a certain girl, I should say. Everybody knew her name. I'm not going to say her name, put her on blast. She would get so.
Can you tell me later?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had said bottle, and she would stick it up her hoo-ha,
The front or the back?
the front,
Oh my God.
and she would dance with the bottle hanging. And after that, pretty much, I was like, "Yep, you fucking win.
You know what? It's
Take
your
that,
bottle. Go
take
for
that
it.
shit, girl.
Go for
Evidently, you were dying for a fucking bottle. So yeah, this girl, notoriously, the moment you saw her, so little by little, it would start off with like 4 girls, and they start doing, this is when Luke would come out and the booty shaking was hot.
Okay.
And so people, they start dancing, but yeah. So, and the way girls would get. The way girls get when they're drunk is, oh, if you're gonna cheer for her, well, I'm gonna have to one up this bitch,
Yeah,
right?
always.
So
You don't
next
want to
thing
be the first one. You want to be the
you
last
want to be the
one.
last one. So next thing you know, by the time you get to the second or third one, shirts start coming off, bras start coming off, and then when you get to the last one, shit, bottles start going in. Bottles start going in, and everybody's going crazy for this shit. So yeah, at the end,
So were you there cheering her on though?
fuck no. I was emceeing them. I was getting everybody to cheer for them. Because at first it's like, so I guess just the thought and the lure of, is she gonna do it? There's not she gonna do it. Because so after like I said, you'd have 4 girls, and after that you'd have the top 2 go.
Okay.
That was always the fucking finisher move. You'd see it was like you knew she was going into the finals. You know she won because you know what was gonna come up. And the
Okay.
first time you see it, she'll get it and she'll like tease it, and everybody's like yeah. Because everybody everybody's a little
getting
fucking
riled
horny
up,
and
yeah.
shit, right? Everybody's all this bitch won't do it. Sure as shit, fucking bottle goes. There was a bottle of Dom Pedro. So if you remember what those bottles look like, they're kind of thick that they get skinny at the top.
I'm
So-
way too young.
Yeah, no, there's
Way
a
too
bottle
young.
of Don Pedro, and that shit would go up, and that shit would dingo, and she just fucking he'd go there and just fucking like helicopter it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so like part of the lure when you see that is like, I'm kind of hoping the top of the bottle breaks, just to see what would happen, just to see the desmadre that would fucking happen. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But at the same time, I'm like, dude, this girl's gonna cut her pussy off. Like something's not right. Something is not healthy with this girl. But she's going, and you kind of like, you know what? You got to clap it up, or you're gonna do some wild shit like
yeah,
that.
you have to.
Yeah, I mean, now if she put it up her asshole, now that's a fucking.
Okay, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, she's putting it up there. Ooh.
No, that I don't even, like. I could drink from a bottle that's been in a vagina, fine. A bottle on an asshole, I don't know. Like I got limits. You know what I mean? Like think about it. You got a bottle with shit on it, and I was like, how bad do I want to drink today? You know what I mean? You really got to make life choices at that time.
But it's the outside, it's not the inside. Like
No, but even
the
to,
top's gonna come off.
yes, but if you're taking straight from the bottle, your bottom lip is
So then
going to
don't-
hit. That's why I don't drink that. I was like, no. I mean, I'll drink if it's in a vagina. I'm
I'm
gully.
all for it.
I'm gully. I don't give a fuck. I kick some crabs off. I'm good. I'm money. But I ain't gonna try to like take corn off my lip or you know what I mean. Like I ain't trying. No, motherfuckers are nasty. Motherfuckers are nasty. It's just like a girl who's down for an ATM. I can't do that. You know what ATM is? Yes.
I don't.
Oh my. All right, acronym ATM, ass to mouth. Can't do that.
Why?
I would get grossed out for
So
her.
you don't eat ass.
No, I'll eat an ass, but I would get grossed out for her. Because sometimes when you pop out of the ass, sometimes you get a surprise.
Okay.
And then you're going to try to stick it in your girl's mouth, and then she's going to try to tongue kiss you? Fuck out of here. Can't fuck with that. No.
So that's why there's like rules to it. Like, we have to both shower or like, at least you shower.
Shower during or after? Or what's the rules? Because I don't know how
Before.
this... What are these rules?
Before. I mean, you have to have these rules for yourself. Like, if you're going to eat ass, like at least,
It's got to be fresh ass.
yeah, it's got to be fresh
Yeah,
ass.
you
It
can't have
be-
it- can't have it
be
marinated.
No,
No, you can't have it marinated over a few days. There's got to be some fresh ass, right?
fresh ass.
Okay, fresh
Yes.
ass is always good ass. So then, have you ever snowballed a dude?
I do not know what that is.
Oh my
I'm
god, how am
learning
I
so much today.
how am I coming up with all this shit?
Do you need another
So,
one?
yeah, I'll take another one right
Are you
now.
cool with fruit punch?
Yeah, whatever, don't matter. So a snowball is, and this is coming from the guys, from those of y'all that know or remember this movie Clerks, fucking awesome. So snowball is when you when a guy nuts on a girl's mouth
Okay.
and she spits it back in his mouth.
Oh, no.
That's a fucking snowball. I cannot get down with that shit. I've done it. I don't.
You've done
I'm
it?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm not. But it's fucking disgusting. It's too sticky.
Okay.
I have a beard. The shit sticks to me.
So now I need to ask. Okay, so
Okay.
you won't snowball, but like let's say like you finish in her mouth, she swallows. Will you kiss her afterwards?
Sorry, I just spilled all my shit over here. Depending on depending on the situation, depends. Because the guy, it would depend on the workload that I had. Because sometimes you feel when there's a certain amount that you discharge on there,
Okay.
and if I feel it's too much to be took, or there might still be like residue in there, like I'll be like, better not. But if I feel like a chug would do, like, fuck it, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
But it's you. Why does it matter?
What do you mean? It's would that be gay? Would that make me gay?
No.
That wouldn't make me gay. But it wouldn't matter because, like, I can't even contemplate the thought. Is it like? Does it taste like a gargajo? Like is it like a loogie? Like just the whole thought process of it. You know what I mean? Because it's weird. Like it's just like saying, if you were to squirt in a guy's mouth and he would try to kiss you and you still have some of that residue, you'd be good with that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Even though the squirt has a little bit of pee in it, you're good.
I'm good with it. To me, this way I see it is it's equivalent as, I don't know why men do this or why they think this is like super hot, but oh my God, that makes me sound like a certain type of person. But no, like
there's no judgment here. This is a free, safe area. Safe zone.
I've been with guys that, like, will, finger me and then they'll like stick it in my mouth. And it's like,
Okay.
just to get him going and to like turn him on even more, I'll do it. Like, I'm not going to be a bitch and be like, ew, get away. No.
Have you ever gagged from it?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. That's good. Because I mean,
I'll
check,
take it.
You gotta check your own pH levels at that point. You know what I mean? Because then, if it's funky, and you gag, it's be like, hey, if you gagging at your own shit, don't be expecting me to do some shit.
See, so that's my point. Like, it's equivalent.
No,
like,
it's
if you
not.
want me to do that, you have to be willing to do the same.
It's one thing to take a finger and jab it in somebody's throat. It's another thing to take out secretions. Secretions? That sounds wrong, but I'll go with it. I'll blame it on the cantaritos. It's another thing to take that secretion of your own doing and putting that in your mouth. You know, because I just no. But I mean, if you're in the moment, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know
if
what
it's
I
in
mean?
the moment, like,
Because I know there's some girls that I had messed with that after being on top, they would want to put it in their mouth and they'd get off on that so they could get their own taste. And I was like, okay. So
okay.
I could see that. But I mean, it's the same, but at the same time, like, there's nothing coming out. It's just what's already there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, okay. But
Like residue.
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, me tasting my own shit. I don't know. Like, is this? I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. Now I've probably done it.
Probably.
I've probably done it unbeknownst to my own self, but I willingly probably not. But if like Salma Hayek were like, "No, I'm fucking down. I'm eating that. Yes."
Even marinated us?
Everything.
Oh,
Salma Hayek, I will give Salma Hayek a fucking dildo and a strap on to go to work. They'll be like, do work, girl. Like fucking her, anything. That's where I
for her.
draw my line. At Salma Hayek. For the same reason that I know that shit's never going to happen. So I know with an equivalent doubt that shit's never going down. So, as a bartender, how often do you get game spit at you? I don't know if we talked about this last time you guys were on. How often does the game get spit at you?
All the time.
How often are they successful?
None.
Nobody's ever been successful.
No.
How do you break the how what would somebody have to do to be successful with their game when they're spitting at you? What is the magic key?
Okay, if a guy goes into a bar and is obviously hitting on me, automatically men just try too hard off the bat. Like, baby, let me get your number. Like, let me take you out. You're already telling me that. I don't believe you. Like, you're not going to take me out.
Why?
You're not going to wine, dine, and 69 me.
Why? Why don't you believe them?
Because they're already drunk. So I
But
feel
a
like
drunk
it's like
man
drunk
tells the
talk.
truth.
No, they don't.
A drunk and a
50-50.
a drunk and a kid will always tell the truth, except when they're lying.
But I feel like when you're drunk, it's a lot of broken promises. When I'm drunk, I'm like, yes, like, oh my God, we'll totally hang out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not gonna hang out with you tomorrow. The next day I'm like, fuck, like I can't believe I told this person. Like I
Yeah.
hope that they didn't take me serious because I didn't even take myself serious in that conversation.
So what if a dude's sober when he's talking to you then?
Okay. I feel like if you want to shoot your shot with me, come in, visit me. Do not overly drink. Like, do not get sloppy. Do not be rude to me. I also, depending on who you're with, I pay attention a lot to how they interact with other people.
Okay.
So if they're with a friend and, like they're both super understanding because sometimes we get really busy and stuff like that. Like, if they're super understanding, I'm like, oh, you're such a sweet angel. Like,
Yeah.
I like you already. But if they're like very demanding or they're like, oh my God, like I can't believe like they're taking forever or like
Right.
X, Y, and Z or being rude about it, I'm like, no.
Okay.
Next.
So right off the bat. So they're being sweet, then that's hardly a step in the right
And tip
way.
me big.
So is that a big thing? Because I know we had talked about a few shows ago. We had talked about tipping. So I'll talk with you about that. And actually, I spoke with one of your girls, Stephanie. We had this conversation about tipping. Is that like, say for example, I go and my bill is $15 or some shit, right?
Okay.
I pay out 35, so I pay out more than I tip you more than what my bill is, right?
Okay.
So is that a big like? Oh, all right, maybe this, that's a good little icebreaker, or is that just like, oh, cool, just got a big tip?
Depends on the vibes that you're giving me. If you go in and you're obviously hitting on me and you give me a $2 tip, I'm definitely not talking to you. Not if you were to give me $100 tip either, I'm going to talk to you. But, okay, I'll put it like in a $15 tip. If you have a $15 tab and you tip me anywhere from $5 to $10, which I think 5 is like, for the most part, everybody always tips 5.
Okay.
So if you tip 5, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, fine. Like your tab is not that big, like understandable.
Right.
Or like I have a lot of people that like match whatever the bill is.
Yeah.
Like if it's $15, then they'll tip me the exact same.
Okay.
So it does, but it doesn't matter. If, like I said, if you have a big tab, like it's $100 tab,
Yeah.
and you only tip me $5, I'm like, wow, like how rude of you.
So what is the right amount to tip? What's the right percentage?
Oh, you know what? We just had an incident like this happen at the bar the other day.
Okay.
So the easiest way that I could put this is anybody that has never worked in the service industry does not understand how to tip.
Okay.
People that work in the service industry understand that, hey, you know what? Like we, survive off of our tips.
Right.
So I've always worked in the service industry. So I can't answer that question because, I've always been in the service industry. I know what it's like. So I overly tip. So I'll always look at the percentage to make sure that I'm always tipping over 20%.
Okay.
So if they gave me like super awesome service, 10 out of 10, I'm going to like match whatever my bill is.
Okay.
Even if they give me like the shittiest service ever, I'm still going to tip them 20, like more than 20%, no matter what.
But
the bill
like
is.
you said, that's coming from you from being in the service industry.
Yeah.
So somebody who isn't in the service
They
industry,
don't
what do you expect?
understand.
So what would you expect to be like? All right, well that's fine. Like that makes like what won't get you mad that you're like, fuck, can you believe this is all this fucker tipped?
Anywhere between 10 and 20%. So like,
Okay.
of course, like on $100 bill, 10% is going to be $10.
Right.
Unless you were like super needy and you were being like rude the whole time, I kind of understand it. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, okay, too. Like you were being super needy and I was like attending to you very well. And you think that my service was worth $10.
Right. Okay. So one of the things I had an argument with, well, not so much an argument, but like say I had gone out and I had placed a food order, and I had gone through the drive-through at such restaurant, and I showed up and I was like, hey, an order for Cujo. He was like, all right, here you go. Comes out, takes off, comes right back, brings me the bag, and then he gives me the fucking, charges you up or whatever. I got yelled at for giving the dude a tip because, he brought me my food.
From who?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
But yeah, from my old lady. She's like, why are you tipping this guy? He's like, he's just doing his job. I was like, well, he is, but he went to go get this shit for me. I mean, at least I was like at the. I mean, I'm not dropping off $20 tips and shit, but I mean, at least like a $5. It's a quick in and out. You know, hey, here you
Yeah.
go. Here's your shit. Cool, I'm out. But then she's like, no, you shouldn't tip because at that point he's doing his job. He didn't give you any service, as opposed to being at a sit down spot and they, you know, hey, can I get your drink? Can I freshen you up? You know, top you off, blah blah blah, all that shit. But you know, there you had them coming back and forth and actually attending you, as opposed to just coming to the, hey, who you here for? All right, I'll be back. Here's your shit. Get out of here.
Okay.
So which is right?
Again, me coming from the service industry, I'm gonna say tip.
Okay.
Okay, so actually with that, one of my bartenders, I guess she used to kind of work in the same like situation. So there was bartender servers and then they had their to go. But if you worked in the to go, all you did was do the phone orders and somebody else would obviously get the food ready for you and you
Right.
would just take it to them. The days that they would work on the to goes, they got paid more. So it was a different pay
Okay.
from serving and bartending.
Okay.
So like, and I know in Texas, like most bartenders and servers just make like $2-3 an hour.
Right. Then just
So then I think it was like when you were doing to goes, you were getting paid minimum wage.
okay.
So it's like 50-50. You're getting paid more. And if you're getting all the to go orders, like, and then you're still getting tipped, like it kind of evens out with
Okay.
what they would be making if you were just serving and getting tips.
Okay. So then I was right.
Yeah. Again,
Again, I was right.
okay, so do you tip at Sonic?
Basically anywhere where they give you that little tip line, I'll put something.
Sonic doesn't give you the option to tip though.
Yeah. So no, yeah,
But
like,
they do accept tips.
see, but I don't even think about it because I don't even see a tip jar for them. You know what I mean? Because usually that's when you see it, like, oh, okay, then it'll click.
Yeah.
But as opposed, usually I'm there with my kid and I'm fucking not arguing, but there's, you know, fucking 50 questions is being asked. And why did we, and why did that? And why did that? Hey, what do you think
I
we should do
don't
this?
know.
So you're over here, you know, having a conversation and you're tuned out what's going on over here.
Yeah.
So unless I don't see a little tip line, I won't put it. Now, the one thing I quit doing was like, say when you go to, what is it, Panda?
Okay.
And they're like, would you like to donate the rest of your change to go to the fucking kids special needs foundation? We get wigs for fucking bald headed kids, you know, whatever the fuck it is.
Yes.
I always say no now.
Why?
So I had seen some dude who's like a financier talking about it. They said all the money that we tip out on that, right? Say it's now granted it's like fucking 40 cents, whatever
Yeah,
the
like,
fuck,
'cause you
right?
can round up,
you
yeah.
just round up, right? So say max you round up as $1, right? Fuck it. But for every dollar that you give, the actual amount that goes to the charity is like 20 cents. And not only that, all the money that the business is getting, that's a tax write off now. So that goes into their pockets. So you're out of $1, 20 cents is going to
them.
you know, the wigs for kids or whatever the fuck it is. And everything else is going out to the fucking CEOs and their fucking the
So
managers.
essentially
and-
they're getting nothing.
so essentially it's all going back into the business. And they're getting a bigger bonus. So I was like, man, and I feel like an asshole because, you know, sometimes, especially when they're like,
When they ask you.
yeah, they ask
No.
me like, would you like to color this for the kids and, you know, bring up their spirits? I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I feel like an
maybe not
asshole.
like that.
I feel like an asshole. So nah, I'm good, bro. Like,
Nah,
you
I'm
sure?
okay.
Nah, I'm straight, dog. Thanks. If you want to go for it, dude, but I'm good, bro. I feel like an asshole, but then, you know, when I thought about it that way, it's like, if I'm going to give to these kids, I'd rather give directly as opposed to, you know, this other dude trying to make me feel like a fucking asshole, but yet he's getting a kickback from it and he's making money off of me too. And I was like, wait a minute, that's some bullshit. You know, because think about it. You offer 100 people in an hour, right? Depending on how fast that drive through is, right? That's $1. That's $100 right there. That's $10 that's going to the fucking charity, if that.
That is ridiculous.
And the rest is going to the fucking company. Fuck all that. You already fucking charging me fucking $15 for rice, motherfucker. And then you fucking take more money off of me? You can eat a dick. That's some bullshit. So I get mad right away. Like, fuck all this shit. So I'd rather, I was like, fuck, I'll just buy a wig for the fucking kid myself. It's
I'll send
fucking
it to them.
easier. Yeah, it's easier that way than it is to get the tax write off. And the reason I get mad is because the taxes here in El Paso, as you know, are fucking ridiculous. They're fucking, everything's being taxed upon taxes, and they're like, fuck. All my money's going to taxes, and fucking nothing's going to anything else that we have. You know, then everybody's like, oh, we got all these roads. There's always all this construction, but nobody's ever fucking
Always.
working. Makes
Always.
no fucking sense. So I was like, well, where the fuck is all my money going? You know what I mean? Then you see the main dudes in charge of the city. They're all fucking rolling in benzos and fucking, and the motherfucker, you get paid $8 an hour. How the fuck do you afford all this shit?
They get paid $8
Yeah,
an hour?
they get paid. They're so the any city employees usually, since they're working for the people, or any state employee is supposed to get a reduced amount because you're getting not bare minimum, but you know it's not gonna be, you're not gonna be raking in $80 an hour and shit. So it's more. That's why, like, one of the big things in politics was Nancy Pelosi, who was a senator. You know, she was supposed to only make like $100K a year, but she was bringing in fucking $6.8 million a year. So I was like, huh, there's something wrong with that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So there's always, you know, this is where people get all the shit done because they got all the kickbacks, the backdoor deals, yada yada yada, and it is upsetting. And it's like, dude, you're working for us, not for the companies. But
Here
I
for the
digress. But I digress. I'm in the wrong business. I need to get in that business. I'm getting all heated now. Fucking Cateritos got me all fucking heated. So I know before we started, you had asked on Instagram if anybody had any questions. Has anybody taken advantage and hit you up? Have you gotten anything or no?
Let's check. Let's
do that check. While we check, it's something that I wanted to bring up.
Oh. I have a couple.
All right. So what do we got? What do people want to know? So Christine put on there saying, get any question answered from either a female perspective or a bartender's perspective. What do we got? Uh-oh.
Okay, so someone is dying to know, how many old guys ask for your Snapchat?
Ooh. Is that the new way of like texting or sexting, or is it Snapchat?
No, it's Instagram.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
So nobody asks for my Snapchat personally. They do ask for my Instagram. And obviously I do have to post promos at work. So whenever it happens, like I'll automatically get like 7 new people following me.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. Like, but I don't, my profile is already public.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really accept anyone unless I know you.
Right.
I'll accept you, but if I don't know you and you're just following me because of like work or something like that, I'm probably not accepting you, but you are more than welcome to see my stories and see when I'm working.
But usually those will go into a different, not your general, right? They go into a different category because you haven't befriended them or accepted them or some shit, right?
So if you're private, I have to accept whoever to see my stories.
Right.
If I'm public, they can see my stories. I can't see anything of theirs, like any posts, nothing like that. But if I go to I'll go all the way to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
These people right here, I don't follow them back. See,
Right.
it says follow back.
But when if they send you a message, like they shoot a DM, right?
Yes.
It goes to requests or something.
Yeah, it goes to requests.
So I
and then it
usually
says
don't
hidden
even see those.
requests.
Yeah, I usually don't see those. And I've gotten in trouble, well, not in trouble, but like for us, people will be like, "Hey, dude, like I'm a up and coming artist, or I'm trying to get on." I was like, "Oh, dude, I didn't even see this shit." And I was like 2 years old, and I feel like an asshole because I don't fucking see them. And unless
it doesn't notify you.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
It notifies you only
so
if
and
you're
so
on the
wants to
general.
message you.
No, because so you have an iPhone.
Yes.
I don't. I have an Android. Android won't tell you shit.
Maybe it's time to switch to Team iPhone.
No. Is it a deal breaker if a dude has an iPhone?
Yes.
If he has an Android, you have an iPhone?
Yes.
Why?
Just kidding. No. Okay.
It is. Why? That's racist.
It is.
It is so racist.
Okay, if I'm texting you, your emojis do not pop up the same as mine. They look very like robot-y. And then
You're mad about an emoji.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And I know even on iPhone, you can still turn off your notifications where it lets the person know if you opened it or stuff like that. But at least I want to know it delivered. I don't think Android does that, right? Like it won't tell you if the message sent.
On a regular text, no. You have to click on it and see the status if it got delivered or not.
You have to click it?
Yeah, you have to click on
That's too much work.
on it. You got to hold it down, and then you got to touch the light like twice,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you gotta. No, you hold it
Do a
down. You
backflip.
you hit details, and it'll tell you sent or sent, sending, pending, but no, it won't tell you if it got sent.
That is way too much work. My iPhone just tells me if my message got delivered or not.
But not if you send it to an Android, right?
I don't think it. No, I
Does
think
it?
it's still for Android. It'll still tell me it got
Okay.
delivered, but it obviously won't tell me if like it. If
See,
anybody
but
read
you're
it.
getting upset about a fucking emoji.
Yes.
It's an emoji.
Because
It doesn't matter.
No,
It's not that serious.
It is.
What emoji? When in the history of the world has an emoji made
Let's see.
or broke a fucking anything?
A
like,
relationship for sure? No.
I've never seen anybody like, oh my god, so and so sent me this emoji. Fuck that. We're gonna scrap. It's fucking on now. Like I've never. It's an emoji. Not that serious. This is
right.
This is first world problems. There's kids that are bald and need wigs and fucking. You're getting mad about a fucking emoji.
Yes.
You're getting mad about an emoji. Wow.
Also, the way that like text sent, like for example, on iPhone, I can click on a message and I can react to it. So like I can like it, I can laugh at it, I can
Oh, that shit
emphasize
pisses me
it,
off.
question.
That pisses me off. That makes me so mad. So and so loved it. What?
Well, if you had
Who
iPhone, it
cares?
wouldn't give you that notification.
So then why do it? If you're not gonna get it either way, why fucking put it?
Okay, for example, right? If a guy's texting me, right, and he's like, "You're so pretty," and I don't want to reply, I'll just heart it or like thumbs up it.
So that's
like,
even worse. You don't
And
want to
that's it.
reply, but you give the dude the false hope. That's fucking worse.
no response is a response. That
No,
isn't
it's
a
not.
response. It's
Yes,
just like
it is. She's like, oh, she fucking no, because any fucking guy, especially if they were drinking, is like, yo, it's hey, dude, watch. She like my shit, bro. She's down. She's fucking down. She wants it. That's the way guys fucking think. As opposed to
Oh.
Android, if you don't get a response, you don't give a fuck. You're not getting a response.
So do Android?
You know what I
owners
mean?
Have thicker skin? Is that what you're saying?
We're not. Android owners are not held by these rules. That iPhone, because everybody has to see what it is I think it's that whole. Everybody wants that instant gratification with the iPhone, right? Because like, oh, I like love. What so that means? Oh, automatically, if I send you so and so, if I send you, hey, what you're wearing the other day was fucking dope, right? So if you know, all right, cool, you like it, you gotta have that gratification that I noticed it and I appreciated it, and I appreciate that you appreciated that I appreciated it. We don't need all that shit. iPhone, hey, Android's like, yo, that shit was dope. When it gets there in 2 days on your fucking phone, we're like, cool, it was dope. That's it. That's all needs to be said. Nothing else. Simplicities of life.
So you're just hating on iPhone. That's all I heard.
No. But then, like, if I send you something and you send it back, it's like, all right, cool. So now we're having a conversation,
Okay.
you know, as opposed to just the thumbs up and be like, yeah, fuck off. And now we're actually having a conversation. It's more, it's more, how could I say it? It's more meaningful when you say something and actually take the time to write back, oh, appreciate it or whatever, as opposed to just thumbs up or
It's the equivalent.
so and so liked. Then it says liked, and then it says your whole fucking message. It's like fuck.
Yeah.
And if you write a long fucking message, that's a whole thing that comes right back to you.
And it like puts not
Yeah, the
parentheses,
parentheses. I think it's a parentheses. It says like, oh my god, and it makes me so mad. It drives me crazy. I will get road rage from this shit. No, I'm kidding. I don't
if you
get-
had iPhone, you wouldn't have that issue where you would get that notification, like that whole message again. You would just get the
you just get the little heart that comes up. I'd
yeah,
be
you
like,
just
ugh,
get that little heart.
ugh.
So much easier than getting a whole nother message.
But that's worse than being like so and so actually cared enough to give you an answer. They just like, all right, dude, leave me the fuck alone. Instead of saying something else. I was like, all right, guess not.
It's like sometimes like, how do you respond to certain text messages? But like, thumbs up. Like, okay.
What do you mean?
If it's like, oh, if I text you, hey, have a good day.
Yeah.
And you're like, you too, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Done.
bad not responding, so I just
Why?
thumbs up it.
That's even worse. That's even
I had
worse.
to thumbs up your
Not-
response.
Not
to one
everything
of you.
needs. Not everything needs a response. Now, if somebody tells me, "Hey, I love you," and you're just like, thumbs up, that's a little bit of an
You
asshole.
can heart it too. You can love it.
Yeah, but then that's even worse because you're like, okay, you don't love me. You know, like, you know what I mean? That's when you're like, oh, now what the fuck? Now everything's fucking awkward. Now you can't say shit.
A thumbs up makes it less awkward. Like,
No, it doesn't. It makes it worse. As opposed to like, all right, cool. Like, all right, well, now I know where I stand. You know what I mean? Just saying. All right. So what else was on the? What else is on the questions here?
okay, let's see what
Got
else.
me all fucking crazy.
Let's see what else they asked.
Look, she's got all these dick pics on her. On her, she got a dick pic on her screen. Damn.
Okay, there's a couple of good ones. Do
Okay.
you want to read them before we?
No. Just throw them out there. Makes it funner. Oh, she's laughing.
Okay, let me find a good one.
She's laughing. I'm telling you, it's funner just going out the blue and just be like, oh shit.
What's the shot everyone and their mom orders the most? A paleta shot.
Okay,
A paleta shot.
that's
I get it.
Does
Don't
that-
get me wrong. Some females are like, oh, I really like paletas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired of making paletas. Please order something else. You
what's
could
in a
order-
paleta?
It's going to be watermelon pucker. It's going to be peach, splash of cranberry. And I do a little bit of lime.
Okay.
And I actually don't like my paletas hot, like spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't put hot sauce in it. And then you rim it with chamoy and tajin.
Okay,
Yeah, shake it.
there you go. You see,
Word.
teaching y'all how to make drinks on this.
Everybody
motherfucker.
orders it. Please stop ordering it.
Oh shit.
Be more creative. Do like a white tea.
Ooh, that's some good shit. I tried that the other day with your
Stephanie.
homegirl. Yeah, that shit was good. White tea, black tea,
Black tea.
green tea. White is vodka, right?
So there's two variations on it. You can either do tequila or you could do vodka.
Ah.
I always ask when people order that one, like, oh, do you want tequila or do you want vodka?
Yeah.
Because it could be either or.
Which is the go-to usually? Is it tequila or vodka?
I
I'll say
always make it
tequila?
with tequila.
Okay.
I've never, I mean, not that it would be hard.
Right. Yeah,
but
yeah, just substitute.
I always do tequila, never
Okay.
vodka. I've actually never had it with vodka, so I might try that today.
Hey, so this is what I'm here for. I'm here to educate. All right, what else we got? Let's go down this list right quick.
How can you tell if a man is being flirty or a creep when talking to you?
Ooh, good question. How can you tell? I can tell you if he's being a creep. If he starts like touching you and shit, that's a little creepy.
Oh, that's one thing I do not put up with. Do not even try to touch me.
Yeah.
Like, even if like my hands are right here, don't touch my hands because I will
Oh, you slap somebody?
never. I've
Slap
never
'em.
had to do that.
Slap him or go to jugular. Hit right here, straight to the jugular notch. Oh, dude, they'll leave you alone.
I'm not that close. I have a whole bar. I
Oh,
can't.
no, yeah, but if they get closer, that's why you bring them in and they just fucking jugular.
Come here. Just get a little bit closer.
Just fucking jugular punch. How can you tell? Is it a thin line between being creepy and flirty?
Yes. It's not even a thin line. It's a thick line.
Okay.
I feel like you start being creepy when you're like, oh, so what else are you doing? Like, what else do you do besides bartending? Do you work anywhere else?
Just having conversation.
No, that's not conversation.
Why?
That just, to me, you're already telling me that if I tell you where else I work, you're going to go visit me and on days that I don't ask you.
Oh.
Well, okay, I don't even ask people to go visit me. I will not text anyone and be like, hey, I'm working, come visit me, especially not men. But I've had it where, you know, I go to work and then like people will just pop up. The same thing where like I don't follow them back.
Right.
And they'll be like, oh, I saw you posted. I get that that's why I posted.
Right,
but
right,
then they
right,
just
right.
start being creepy about it. Oh my God, I saw that you post
Uh-oh.
here. If you go through my Instagram, on my Instagram I have a picture of my niece.
We're going to fact check this.
Yes.
And then?
I have a picture of my niece. It has happened to me a handful of times where men will come ask me, So how's your daughter doing?
Ooh,
That's
no.
creepy. There's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the line. That's the line.
Okay, I concur with that. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Like, how's your daughter? Excuse me, that is not my daughter. That is my niece.
Yeah.
Second of all, why are you creeping that bad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you had to pull up a like super old picture.
Dude, I'm just fact checking.
That was in high school.
All right, I'm not
You know,
here
when
to
I used
pass.
to rave.
Oh shit, Red Bull.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. Did you ever rebel?
No,
Oh.
no, I was already getting laid by then. I didn't have to do that shit. No, I was. By that time, I was already DJing, so I was
But you
playing
were
the music. I was playing the music. I wasn't. Because I would always, and I always thought it was the funniest shit. Because you see them with their little glow sticks and shit doing the same 3 fucking moves. I was like, all right, you can only move a glow stick a certain fucking way. Now, if you do what this girl did with the fucking bottle and stick it up your asshole, now we're talking. Now that's a light. That's a fucking
I
light
would really
show.
like to experience that. I really wish there was like
What?
video of it. I want to see it.
Oh,
No, not me
pause.
do it.
Hard pause. Yeah, I heard experience. I was like, wait a minute. We do have.
Well, actually, now that you're talking about
Yeah, I
it,
do have a 12-pack of cantaritos. How many will fit? All right. What else? What else you got on that list?
let's see.
Oh shit! She said, "I want to experience that shit."
I would like to, if anybody has a video of it, I would really like to see it.
I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can find one. Well, remember back in that day, I'm talking. This was how old am I? I'm talking about almost 20-something years ago. We didn't have video phones, and if we did,
How old are
the
you?
quality was garbage. What's today?
Cinco de Mayo.
43. Yeah, I'm 40.
43?
God damn, I'm old. Yeah,
You look late 30s.
no, I'm
Like
very late.
35.
Very late 30s.
That's early
Super
40s.
late 30s. Yeah, that's why it's super late 30s. I stopped counting at 28. Everything's just fucking downhill from there.
I do not say I'm 20. I'll be 26 this year.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everyone I'm 23 because technically COVID took 2 years
Oh
away.
my god.
So I'm 23.
Then in that case, I'm 18. Because alcohol is taking 20 something,
At least
25
say
years,
21. At least say
25 years
21.
away of my life. All right, what else? What do you got? What do you got?
What's one thing a female carries too much of in her purse?
Condoms.
I've never met a woman that carries condoms.
Dirty.
If you do, though, I
kidding.
respect that
Why?
because
She's ready.
okay,
I mean, now she fucked too
whether
much.
it be male or female condoms, I feel like you're protecting yourself.
What?
Not
I've never seen a female condom in my life.
no.
Never.
It's like a film. It's like a
Like dental dam?
yes, pretty much.
Really? I've never seen a female
it's
condom
the
in my life.
equivalent.
Wow.
I've never used one personally, but I've seen them.
Wow,
Like,
my mind is blown. Hold on, I gotta look this up now. No, so what is it? Is it like tampons or pads or what?
No,
what is
it's-
it? No. Like what?
Oh.
The answer to the
Oh.
question?
I'm
No,
like,
yeah.
wait.
Because like I won't go into any female's purse because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna find, and I'd rather not because I'm scared to find out what's gonna pop off.
The one thing I carry too much of
Ooh, it's a
in my
diaphragm.
purse. Okay, well, actually, no. If we were to look into my purse right now, the
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I have in there excessively is lip products, like
Okay.
lip liner, lip gloss, lipstick. I always have at least 3 different options, and that's in because I just changed my purse. I got a new purse. It's a lot smaller. I
Okay.
can't fit as much in, but if you were to look in my purse that I had yesterday, I have a whole bag and that's just lip products. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So no matter what, like lip gloss, lipstick.
This is my old lady gives me shit because I always have to have chapstick. I always have to have chapstick. I'm like, that's like I don't ever have anything in my pockets, but I'll have chapstick generally like 99% of the time.
Do you leave them in your pants and then they go in the dryer?
No,
Okay.
no, because they're always in my wherever I go. I'll have them in my shorts. Like I'll fucking switch them out. I always take it out, put it down. I always have to have them because I don't like that feeling of chapped
Right.
lips. I hate
Okay,
that
so
shit.
at the end of the night, you're like emptying out your pockets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I hate that. I hate that feeling of chapped lips. That shit
Okay.
just gets on my fucking nerves. It's bad enough. It's bad enough I'm old. I don't gotta be all old and crusty and shit.
Never
Gotta-
crusty.
Can't be all old and crusty. Can't pull no game like that.
No, I appreciate that you always have moisturized lips.
Yeah,
I guess
because you
could say.
never know.
You never know.
You never know what might happen. Salma Hayek might show up.
She might.
And I might have to toss a salad. And I'm not going to be like, wait a minute. This shit is not right.
So does that mean that you'll always carry a strap on with you just in case?
No, but I might have to now.
You might have to.
But it's just going to be
Equivalent.
hard to explain when I fly. But oh well, we'll cross that bridge when we get
When
there.
it gets there,
Yeah,
we'll cross that bridge.
yeah, we'll cross that bridge. What else? What else? Well, anything else? Anything good? Because we're early on the hour plus. What do we got? I'm surprised these aren't like all X-rated yet.
I
Or you're just
know.
leaving those out
No, they
Whatever.
haven't. I haven't gotten those yet.
yet.
I feel like I should have done it.
Yesterday,
Posted them
Yeah,
last
usually during the
night.
night, that's when all the freaks
Yeah,
come
I
out.
should
The
have
freaks.
posted it last night. But watch, I'm gonna still leave it up.
Mhm.
If I don't delete it, once we finish,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up, and then it's gonna. Yep, sooner or later, they're gonna start popping up.
Then when you get those, save them, and then we'll bring you guys. We'll bring you back on, and then we'll go through that.
I would love to be back
How's
on.
that? How's that? Okay. Before we head out, any last word or any topic that's burning a hole in your head right now that you feel like I'll get an opinion or an idea or anything.
Yes, I do
What's that?
actually. So we talked about it earlier, and you said that you did not like following rules when it comes to games, correct?
To games, yes.
Okay, so what about Uno?
What about it? I haven't played Uno in years. I can't remember the last time I played Uno. I was like 13.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I remember we used to have Unos in domino form. That was wild.
I've never heard of
Yeah, it's Uno's dominoes. Anyways.
that. Okay, so when you played Uno,
Uh-huh.
when you have like eat 2, eat 4,
Yeah.
you eat 1, and then if you get 1, you add it.
You're not supposed to.
But how would you play it?
Back in the, but we played Chicano rules. Will you save all those that way everybody laughs at you and you have like 50 cards and everybody else has like 2? Then
You
you
can't
make that
win
one
like that.
motherfucker just pa, 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 go right down the fucking line and you win. That's how we would roll. We would fucking
Everyone
save all
still
our
does
shit.
that.
So because you know how it is. Because so within our culture, I guess you could say, everybody has a nickname, right? And it's usually something that you feel bad about, right? Like you have, like if you have a dude who's fucking a little bit thick, like myself, right? They'll either call you el gordito, they'll call you fucking slim, something just to make funny. So they're fucking with you the whole time. So at the end, you want to fuck over that person that's been talking
like-
shit the whole fucking night, and you just like, eat it, bitch,
Drink it.
eat it, bitch, eat it. So all day you gonna feed them and shit. So that's just the way we are. That's the way we're brought up. Fucking, we believe in payback a lot, very much, especially in a game like that. Because then I don't know if it's the same with you, but when I've been playing with my family, when you start putting down all these cards where they're eating and eating, they have that little cousin that starts singing "come, come, come," and they're just talking shit the whole fucking time while you're throwing it down. So it adds to the fuel. It fuels my fire.
In my family, it just creates arguments. We cannot, as a family, play Uno.
No.
Thanksgiving, Christmas. Well, yeah, it's always there, and
Hmm.
we'll play it. Nope, that is the last game we're playing because we will be there for an hour. Everyone is cheating.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it too.
If you ain't trying.
and then if you're like, and then that's it. Like, you cannot walk away at Uno
Mm-hmm.
and not be upset at someone. Like,
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's you gotta win. And the worst part is you don't win shit. You don't win money. You don't win. But it's just that
Bragging
bragging right
rights?
that you're like, you know what? Fuck you, Tia. Fuck you up.
you know how I made you eat those 30 cards?
So you ain't shit. You and your fucking cousin. Just talking shit for no fucking reason. And then you're like, fucking, all right, let's open Christmas gifts. I was like,
Nah,
all right,
I don't want
guess.
to. We're going home now.
What's
Bye.
what's the go-to game for Christmas?
Honestly, any board game. Like, recently my family has been like getting really into like on Christmases, like Thanksgiving, like whenever we're all around.
Yeah.
We'll always try to get like a new board game.
Okay.
So then we'll play that first board game, and then we'll kind of just like go off to
Go
like
from
the
there.
rest of them. Yes.
See, we would do Loteria because my kids love that shit. And then now they have, which is a Loteria that we got. They gave us a Loteria, the newer version.
The millennial one?
Yes. Con el podcast and el DJ. It's fucking hilarious. Like my mom just loses her shit just reading the cards. It's fucking hilarious. So that's a go-to. You can't go wrong with that.
You cannot go wrong.
You can't
with that.
go wrong with it.
It's
And
more
it's
funny
fun.
when you're putting money down too.
Yeah. But and it's fun because the kids get to play and yada
They
yada
learn
yada.
Spanish.
Yeah, and like I said, you're learning while you're laughing. That's the best part about it.
I cannot play loteria without thinking like La Escalera. Oh, fuck yeah.
You're so dumb.
Okay, you're telling me that card doesn't pop out and
No.
you're not laughing. You're like,
Nope. El Mundo. El Mundo pops up or El Borracho. I don't know why El Borracho. Probably because
no,
that's me.
probably.
That's probably just me. And then, because everybody says El Borracho como tu tío, and it's fucking like, man, what the fuck y'all looking at me for? You know what I mean? Everybody's
They
judgy.
were talking about him.
Yeah, everybody's all
not me.
judgy and shit because everybody automatically just looks at you and is like, really, motherfucker? That's my grandma's right there, dog. Like, fucking,
Don't tell
fucking
her.
really, bro. Fuck. All right. Anything else we got?
I'm good on my end.
Oh, all right, you're good on your end. Yes, you are. Hey, so remember, it's Suck It Daiquiris, not the new name change yet. When the name changes, y'all gotta come. You gotta come back with some of the girls. We'll shoot up the not shoot up, but we'll shoot up the amount of followers. Hey, there you go on the Instagram. Then we'll get it going. Get the new name out. We'll probably do some drinking. We'll probably do a drinking game next time you. When you come on, and we'll bring some more. Jules is back. Jules is MIA right now. Got some family things going down. And then so follow Christine on the Suck It Daiquiris. Don't follow her personally unless you know her. Don't be a creeper. And then just say you're me, and then she'll be like, all right, cool. But just don't put a picture of you because it's not gonna work. Until next time, though, follow us on the Instagram, the Words on Fire podcast, the YouTube, Spotify, all that good shit. Leave your reviews. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm trying to think what else it is. Because watch, now we have the new cool graphics and shit. It's all
I've
down
been looking
here.
at it this whole time.
Yeah, it's a new graphics. It's my IT department, my son. So yeah, we have no monies here. This is a fucking self-funded podcast. So until next time, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.